Good morning and welcome back to Sun Up on 7. Something that a lot of people will be preparing for as well because, we have to stretch it out afterwards. And we're here joined with Miss Michelle Williams and Andrea Reneau. And they'll be talking about International Day of Yoga and an event planned for this coming Sunday. So good morning to both of you. How are you both doing this morning?
Hi, morning. Namaste, everybody.
I love how they just at the beginning and don't start feel zen.
Namaste.
Don't start feel zen from that way.
So let's talk about International Day of Yoga. Could you get into that? What is that about? And
Sure. So it is actually a global event that's been was lobbied for by the Prime Minister of India, and it was actually made a global event, a global day, the International Day of Yoga, through the United Nations. So we're participating in an event that's going to be carried out throughout the world in many different countries. The actual day is June 21st, which is the summer solstice, but they give us a week to do it so that everybody can participate fully. And I think probably because this year is a weekday, most of our events in Belize will be on the Sunday, on June 19th. There will be some events on the 21st, but this year we are going full. I mean, we had the International Day of Yoga committee that went full force, and we have 10 locations and throughout the country, which is extraordinary.
So everybody and the granny aunt want to do yoga.
Well, we hope so. We're here to invite everybody. Just don't eat no chicken foot before.
But if you do, we have breath work and postures that can help digest it.
Yeah.
no, this is June. We're talking September now.
You have time for stretch just before you start the chicken.
Stretch my stomach more, but yeah. So you said 10 locations.
Right.
Where are these locations being are held?
So it's, throughout all of the districts. In Belize City, it's going to be the 19th of June, and it's going to be at Harborview Cottages.
Okay.
That's
Just
at 4th Street.
outside the tourist village, going towards the Belize sign, Harborview Boutique Hotel and Yoga Retreat. So
Right. And then we have places like Belmopan and St. Ignacio that have multiple locations.
Oh, okay.
So one in Belmopan, one of the locations was Roaring Creek Golf Course.
that took place
Actually,
that
already took place. And then,
Okay.
right, and then the next one is going to be at Belmopan Comprehensive School.
Okay.
Okay.
In San Ignacio, let me tell you, because I have to.
There's a lot.
It's a lot.
Check that phone.
Let
and
me
know what
tell you.
happened.
Let me tell you, because it's a lot.
But it's cool how they already had the one for the golf course already. So people don't
Right.
start their thing, like they get their yoga on. I love it.
Right, and so in San Ignacio, there's going to be on Sunday at the Macal River Park
Okay.
Okay.
and at Balance Point Wellness on Bullet Tree Road.
And these are free events.
These are
Oh, okay.
all
Thank you for
free.
mentioning
Yeah,
that.
free, and
Yes.
we're so honored. Like, we've had some really wonderful sponsors. Nationally, Bowen and Bowen have donated water, and they've donated tents for our location in Belize City.
Nando's.
And
also.
Nando's have donated granola bars and different things. So we've had a really good. Tropicare is helping, I believe. So it's been a really well-received event. And I think just everybody's getting really into yoga now. Everybody's understanding the benefits, not just physical, mental, emotional.
I mean, look how much the event has grown.
yeah.
10 location, that's big,
Yes. The first year, we did it on the 21st, and we got over 500 people at the Princess. This is in 2015, because that was the first year.
That's the first year.
And so then we kind of realized, there's an underground community going on, because people came from all over the Keys, all the way from Punta Gorda, all over. And then after that, we thought it would be good to grow the different areas. And so we started slowly, Belmopan, Corozal, Belize City, and then it went from that to Punta Gorda, and then Placencia, and now San Pedro, Orange Walk. Dangriga is a new location.
yeah.
That is wow.
I
This
love
year.
to see that community.
Yeah.
The same 500 people and they branch out.
Yeah.
And they
bring
brought
people
friends
out,
and they
yes.
brought
And the thing
friends.
is that now we've done, like, more people are becoming yoga teachers, so there's more yoga being offered, and resorts are getting involved. They see the benefits of having yoga classes, and just community, serving the
Right.
community. There's a lot of community classes through our nonprofit Rhythm of Change that people are offering, weekly or twice a week yoga class, breathwork class, meditation classes for the community by donation. And so it's a really good way to give back. But this event is free. And it's for everyone, you know, the grandma, the grandkids, the father. It's Father's Day this year, so we're looking to invite families to come.
Okay.
And so that's something that is exciting.
So, Ms.
So-
Michelle,
go ahead.
tell us a little bit about what people need to bring when they come to this event.
Absolutely nothing.
So don't
You
even
guys
a
do the
yoga
mats
mat.
and
Even a
everything?
mat?
Listen, like for me, it's a thing where I feel like this is the premise is yoga for humanity, right? Yoga is something that you do not need anything for. All you need is yourself and time. You don't even really need a mat, but for your comfort, okay, bring a mat
Or a towel, or
Or
a
a
large,
towel.
or comfortable
Yes.
clothing. Don't
Right.
come in like, you know, a short skirt or anything
You're not going
like
to
that.
the club.
Yeah.
And I see stretchy pants, sir. So
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
whatever you feel like you can move freely in.
Okay.
Right?
And then this is kind of like yoga for like beginners too, because I have somebody that's the first time that they learn about it, and like they want to do the fancy poses and all the poses.
You see, that's the big misconception, and I'm constantly trying to change people's perception on this. Yoga isn't, these are pictures coming from a teacher training that's actually currently happening now.
Okay.
And we have 6 people
Wow. Okay.
from never done yoga before.
Never done yoga before.
From the 30th of May, they never did yoga, some, to some that are actually have been doing it for some time. We have 2 BDF members, a nurse. Ages range from 22 to 57.
Wow.
That gentleman there, they're doing yoga. But one of the things that they found is that it's not necessarily all about the postures.
Right.
I don't
It's
feel
the
hurt.
mindset and the letting go of the limited mindset. It's meditation. It's finding a morning ritual that's devotional, that can set yourself in gratitude. It's like living yoga, living your yoga. It's a complete integrative lifestyle. And so coming, you can be a 5-year-old child, you can be an 8-year-old woman, you can not touch your toes. It'll still benefit you. The asanas is a small part.
Right.
But everything else helps with that, right?
Great.
It's just been a really wonderful experience for them as well. They're leaving having acquired some really powerful stress relief techniques that they're going to go out and spread to their various communities, and to help bring people together and to let people know really what yoga is, and that you don't need to have anything to practice yoga. You can do yoga without a mat. You can do yoga with a towel. You could do yoga in the park, by the water, meditating, sitting, acknowledging the beauty of life, of God. And another thing is that yoga predates religion. So
Right.
all spiritual practices, all people that follow different spiritual paths can enjoy and reap the benefits of yoga.
Right.
The word yoga comes from the Sanskrit word yog, which means union.
Unity, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So it's really
bringing everyone together.
Yes.
yeah, letting go of the layers that separate us and bringing us all together, right? Making us understand that beyond the skin and beyond our personal individual preferences or flavor, that we're really the same. And they found that, and they found it to be a beautiful thing. And they're teaching, they're learning to teach. Today
That's amazing.
yeah.
The BDF men are learning to teach.
They're going to. Yes, there's a
Wow.
BDF soldier there that is learning.
Just love
He's going to
that
be
in
teaching, and then
every way.
another female, that's going to be teaching to their fellow soldiers, and so they're learning to become more aware of their body. They're learning breath work that's going to help them energize and also calm. They're learning techniques to sleep. They're learning how to eat. One woman lost 13 pounds, not to get into body centric mentality, but she lost 13 pounds since we started on May 30th.
Wow.
Just simply in yoga, we have this thing called Ayurveda. It's a sister science to yoga, and they learn how to eat for their body type. And she just, because of that, we did it in the first week. she realized the foods that she shouldn't be eating. I mean, it happened to be the foods that she loved the most.
As
she-
it would be.
But she's
Right.
finding alternatives, and she went on the scale I think on Saturday, and she was so surprised. And she's eating 3 meals a day and 2 snacks.
Miss
But
Michelle, May 30th, that was just 2 weeks ago.
yes,
And she lost 13 pounds, like one.
I mean, we're doing, mind you,
Wow.
we're doing practice every day and throughout the day. So there's
Wow.
also physical involvement, but she's eating as well.
Yeah. Two
But-
snacks too.
Yeah,
Like,
2 snacks.
She's snacking.
It's just a matter that she needed to cut out cheese and dairy and
Yeah.
you know. So look at her, she was so proud. She told me, "Please show this picture. Please show this picture. I can hold my toe."
Mama,
Touch
you
my
could do that
toes.
better than I even did that.
She didn't need a strap because at the beginning I think she was using a strap, and then that day she was like, "Nope, I don't need a strap today. I got this," and
I'm
she
so
got it.
proud of them too as
Oh,
well. Because you know,
wow.
to do this, you have to like let go of all your fears or whatever
Yeah,
misconceptions you have of yoga or your body and what it's supposed to be, and just come to listen and learn and be open-minded to everything.
And that's exactly what I told them. You know, when these were applying for the course, I said, you don't need any experience, but you just need to have an open mind. And they came with that, and they've had a wealth of knowledge. So these are the sort of people that will be coming to International Day of Yoga. You know, these are the sort of people that are now forming communities around the country that will support the different locations for International Day of Yoga, so that people can come, enjoy the free event, get to know the different teachers, yoga teachers in the area, find the teacher that they resonate with, and stick with a practice that will help them to evolve and transform and
Right.
to transcend the things that are holding them back. You know, that's the essence of what yoga is. You learn you have a consistent practice, so that you're constantly in that frame of mind that you're always thinking about how you can change, how you can transform. You learn, you self-study. One of the things that they're learning is that they're learning about themselves. They're learning the good things and the things that they can improve, and that's fine. Everybody's got that.
Right.
So it's a lot of self-love involved. You know?
You have one of our audience members here, Miss Isiene.
Oh, that's one of our teacher. Our
She's
trainer.
saying, thank you, my teacher.
It's
And people
the-
are saying they're actually proud of her too as well. The
The
young lady
first-
that did the whole
Could
touch
touch
her
toes
toes.
and all that stuff there.
Isiene is going to be the leader of the Dangrega
Branch.
branch. And let me tell you
Okay.
how Isiene started yoga. She was doing a degree in tourism at UB, and one of our yoga teachers, Miss Ida Chang, was offering free yoga classes, and that's how she started. And then she actually worked with me with a bit at the cafe, and she was coming to some classes. I think she came to a couple. But during COVID, she just really got in. She immersed herself in it and became a massage therapist. And now she's going to be a yoga teacher. And she's holding the event in Dangriga.
Okay,
So
nice.
we have also Keisha Arzu Beck. She was another Belizean that went to India. She's doing the teacher training. She'll be now holding classes in St. Bite, you know, which is really needed in that community. She'll be offering those. And then, of course, we have our nurse, Miss Franklin, and then the 2 BDF members. I'm really not good with names, and they know this.
Me and you.
Miss
So I
Miss
just to get out.
Cunningham and Harrison, and then of course Bella. Bella is coming from also from Dangriga. A lot of people from down south.
That's great.
And Bella will be
That is
be
great.
holding classes in her community and also at the resort that she works.
This
So
is, like you said, a great time to network and be able to see, you know, where yoga is near you. So
And
you can
to
be
the
able to,
Community build, yes.
yeah, and
Community
you can start
build.
bring people in.
And this is one of the powerful things that International Day of Yoga has done. All the teachers come together in different locations. They set aside business, because sometimes there is a business aspect, you know.
Yeah.
And they come together and they give of themselves and they share their practices and they bring all their students together. And it's in Belmopan, I believe Frida, she has Freedom Yoga in Belmopan. She's having snacks and I think even different events afterwards. They really make a
say
big
snacks?
deal to make it an event for the family. Placentia as well. So
Shout out to Frida, actually, because she's one of the main coordinators for
Frida is now
IDY.
the national coordinator.
Yeah.
For International Day of Yoga. So
Miss Michelle, you talk about someone going on their spiritual journey, their yoga journey. And I know that you actually went on one of those. Could you give us an insight as to what you went through? How did you get involved with this, with Miss Michelle here? And
And
how
also,
has that
what
changed
yeah,
you?
what has yoga really given to you?
Oh, that's a can of worms. No, okay. Well, I first happened upon this lovely lady here, I think back in what, 2018 maybe? 2018, 2017. I had a traumatic life event, right? One of many. And I found myself needing, something more than what I was presently, dealing with in my life. So like I didn't want religion. I didn't want, another distraction or a hobby, because when you go through things, people say, oh, distract yourself. I really wanted to go inward and figure things out for myself. I got the amazing opportunity through the nonprofit organization called Rhythm of Change, which I'm actually the creative director for, and she's the founder of.
And the government of India and the
And the-
consulate.
and
The
the
consulate
consulate.
of India are
Consulate of India to Belize, yeah.
they're sponsoring big time this event this year as well.
Yeah.
We want to thank them
Yes, thank you very much.
very much as also for the support
Arun.
that they've given us. Milan and Arun, they've
Yeah.
really gone all out this year to help support.
Right.
But anyway, go ahead.
But if there's anything that I have received from my personal journey, it's the tools that I need for self-regulation. And that's really how I personally see yoga, if I would want to encourage people to try it. It's a tool for self-regulation, and it's not just, for you to be physically healthier, because those are the obvious benefits. You increase flexibility, strength, and there are a slew of health benefits, whether it's psychological or physical, that come along with practicing yoga. But really, it's a way for you to help yourself, if that makes any sense.
Yes.
One of the
What
things
I
that we
mean.
like to say is that yoga helps us to empower ourselves. We're not looking for somebody else to empower us.
Yes.
It empowers ourselves. And we learn be patient with yourself, as well as to like maybe kick ourselves in the butt sometimes and say, get yourself going. We learn about those things if we're becoming tamasic or rajasic. So, and we learn practices to help balance. It's all about balance, becoming as sattvic as we can. In yoga, sattvic balance. And so through the self-study, we get to know ourselves and we
Right.
get to know where we need to work on. But it's a continuous thing.
Yeah.
You know, there is no end game.
We're
As soon
changing
as we
every day,
think we've
so.
reached a level, boom, something hits us and we're like, okay, I need to work on that. You know
Right.
what I mean? But it's done joyfully because you realize that it's all kind of like the way life is supposed to be. You work and you attain something, and then you have to work a little bit more, and then, you know.
Just a continuous journey. Just like
Continuous
life,
journey
like,
of
Yeah.
like you said, you're self-regulating. You're learning about yourself, and that's a beautiful and ugly process, but it's necessary.
It really
for growth.
can be a very difficult process.
And
for
so
sure.
it's great to have like instructors that are going to be able to help you along that way in that process too. As well,
Well, we help each other. That's another thing that I like to say, you know, it's an even exchange of energy. Once you create, in yoga, once you create that unity and that bond, there's that trust, an inevitable trust that takes place. And we're able then to really give truly of ourselves and be truthful with ourselves, not just to be
Right.
truthful with the others. We were just discussing this last night with
Yeah.
our students. Sometimes it's easier to be truthful to other people than it is to ourselves, right?
lie to ourselves all the
I know
time.
that.
And so doing the shadow work, you know, and finding those things about ourselves that we really need to face.
Right.
And then we really become free. Once we face
Right.
them and we've let them go, it's all about letting go, being free.
So people are going to be letting go and being free this Sunday specifically. Can you tell us the Facebook page or so where people
So,
can find all the locations?
This is the best thing to do. Later today, we're going to have Keisha upload all the flyers for the different locations
Great.
onto the International Day of Yoga Belize Facebook page. It's the
Okay.
country page.
Great.
Okay.
And then everything will be there. But I really encourage everyone to come out. I understand the public service people are coming out as part of their wellness.
great.
We're hoping BDF will come out
That's
as well.
great.
And just
We're
bring your
hoping you
family.
guys come.
Bring your family. It's Father's Day. Let the men come to see that it's not just a woman's thing. You know, it's actually a family thing. And
As
it
we
can,
clearly saw the men
yep.
do their whole pose and everything. They look good doing their thing too as well. So it's
Yeah.
for everybody.
Listen, we're not getting any younger either, so I don't think people understand how much you need to be flexible as you age. You need your
In both body
flexibility.
and mind.
Right, body and mind. That's right.
Body
Good
and mind.
one. Yeah.
Teamwork makes the dream work, guys. See that right there? And so for everybody out there that, wants to be in touch with themselves, with their body, with their mind, but also just get a taste of this community, develop, learn who's out there, build that partnership, build that just self-awareness. There's a lot that can come and happen in a matter of like 2 hours for this event, 2.5 hours or so.
Yeah, we're going to have a little talk about the history and the benefits, and then we'll get into the practice. Let people experience how breath work can calm, invigorate you, and just gentle stretches so that they realize everyone can do it. There's a modification.
Doesn't matter.
And it's not about being conscious of, is everybody looking at me? Everybody's trying to make sure
Everybody's
trying to.
Guys, come as you are. You don't have to bring a mat. It would be nice if you want for that specific comfort.
Or a towel, big towel.
Come in comfortable clothing, but just come with an open mind and ready to experience this new journey. It's Yoga International Day, and we're going to be celebrating it all the way.
And we've got the yoga pose to help you digest.